Hey traders, this is Jeff from ZenTrader.ca. I've got a few charts here to go over, but to be honest with you, I don't really have a whole lot new to offer. Pretty much is the case all weekend. It's like the markets just keep going up, and they're overbought, but yet they're correcting intraday, thus relieving some of that overbought state. We all know a pullback's going to come sooner or later. It's going to come when probably most of us have gotten back in, or maybe it's going to start now. But where do I have this chart? Yeah, so the 4-day has been over the upper Kelton channel here for the last week and a half. There is something that I want to point out, and that's really two somethings, I guess. Number one, we're getting close to a crossover on the ADX. That's not the something that I want to point out. Basically, one of the things I think is kind of shows that the market is kind of weakening is I pointed out last week how we've kind of been every 5 days we've been kind of going up, sideways, and now we're at the start of another one, and we're actually starting at the bottom of it. It's on the day of a sell-off, but what's most important is how the RSI is today is basically hit the lowest point that it had been since this whole uptrend, and we're starting to see a number of lower highs. So lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. These are very clear signs of waning momentum, and that's okay. This market has exceeded, I think, a lot of people's expectations. I don't think many people back here in December were saying go get long, and even though I got out way too early, the whole point of the timing signal there to keep you on the right side. So even if you only traded long here to here, and then got short, well, then where would you be? At least I'm not recommending going short as we're going up. I don't think that's going to be a good trade at all. At least not until we get a short signal, in which we have not. We haven't even gotten the get out of your long signal. This was pretty much me and my gut saying, okay, now it looks like the markets are going to roll over, and I was clearly wrong, but at least I was smart enough to stay on the sidelines and have a bullish bias, even though I wasn't necessarily participating in the up move. At least I wasn't doing something dumb and getting short. So and the bears may have their day. There are some things here. When you look at the Dow, we're right at resistance here, and when you look at SPX, we're right at resistance here. So even though my timing signal is bullish, and I'm wildly bullish on the market, that's what's showing right now. That could easily change if we have like a 40-point drop in the S&P or a 350-point drop in the Dow. I like to let my timing signal at least keep me on the right side of the trend, even if I don't necessarily follow it always 100%. I think and I've talked about this before, how it can be really difficult to follow anyone's signal 100%. Sometimes I just think that our personalities almost manually override that sometimes, and that's something that I definitely want to rectify in my own trading, and I hope everyone strives to do that in their own trading, because even though I do believe there should be a certain amount of discretion in one's trading, I really do believe in having some kind of timing method, timing signal, mechanical system, if you want to call it, in your trading, to kind of keep you following something. And the other chart that I want to show you real quick is the VIX, and how we're finally done. And this is just the VIX removed with the EMA, the 10 EMA on it. We're finally out of all of this high volatility. We're getting back to normal, and we're not quite in complacent area, but because we've kind of come so far so fast on the indexes, I wouldn't be buying long right now. So, all right, guys, take care.